Hello, everybody. Smyrna Cowboy here. How y'all doing today? I don't know what today is. What is today? I don't know. I'll have to do this again. I'm so stupid. Stupid. Such a gnar. Good morning, everybody. Smyrna Cowboy here. How y'all doing today? Today is October the 19th, 2018 at 9:01 a.m. in the morning, Friday morning. Just got through eating breakfast with the Banbury Brood, headed on to my buddy Bill's house. Thought I'd turn the camera on, talk into it a little bit, and do a little vlogging this morning. Yesterday, I had full intentions of riding to work. I don't know if this is a common thing or what when you've had titanium and carbon fiber steel implants, but yesterday morning I got up, and you remember those cartoons with the teeth chattering and everything else because you're so cold? That's the way I was yesterday morning. I was just freezing cold, and I couldn't get warm. And I looked at the bike, and I looked at my truck keys, and I'm saying, I got a heater in the truck, so I'm taking the truck. So I took the truck yesterday. But this morning, I was bound and determined to ride the scoot to breakfast. So I got up around 10 to 5 and checked the temperature. It was 37 degrees. So I'm saying, I'm doing it. I'm going to do it. So I had my insulated coveralls I pulled out of the storage bag, my winter stuff, and put those on, and got my winter jacket, riding jacket, as you can see here. Got my winter riding jacket, and my face mask and everything else, and my winter gloves. And so I got on the scoot this morning and rode to Farmers. And with all that stuff on, I was really comfortable. I dressed appropriately. It wasn't too hot, wasn't cold at all. But I couldn't put my shades on because my breath would fog up the shades, so it would be counterproductive. So I left those off and rode to breakfast this morning. I was fairly comfortable, except for my hands. I've got to get some more winter gloves. But I have made a decision this year that when it gets bitterly cold, unless the sun's shining out and it's going to get warmer, and the rest of the day, I'm pretty much not going to ride the scoot if I have those episodes like I did yesterday morning of being bitterly cold. So I've decided not to ride as much as I used to do in the cold weather. Call me a wuss, call me a sissy, call me for dinner. I don't care. I'm going to ride when I'm comfortable and not miserable. So with age comes wisdom, and I think I'm going to make a wise choice. Now, give you a little update. A lot of things been happening lately. Let me tell you about my dog Boomer. He has been moping around and not being his jovial self here the last couple of weeks. And so my wife was worried sick about Boomer. So we took him to the vet Monday, I think it was, or yeah, no, it was Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. To have a senior workup. They used to call it a geriatric workup, but now it's called a senior workup. And had x-rays, blood tests, the 9 yards, blood pressure, all the usual stuff for that type of testing. Bye-bye. And so what they suspected, because his urine output has just been phenomenal and his water intake has just been a lot more than usual. So the first thing that we suspected was canine diabetes. So it took a day or two to get the test results back from the blood work, and his blood sugar was fine and everything else. So, but now he seems like he's getting better. So they've narrowed it down to a couple of things. My wife told me what it was, and so I done forgot. But he's doing better, and it was one or two things, and if it's the 90% of the one thing, it's treatable. But if it's the 10% of the other thing, it's terminal. So I really don't know what it is. If I can think of it, I'll add it up here. But if I can't, but when I post this video, then sorry. I won't. All right, now I have been getting estimates on the wiring the shed, and before anybody starts, you can wire it yourself, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I could. I could wire it myself and do all the work, but my wife, Mrs. Cowboy, has told me with no uncertain terms that, well, we'll just get a professional to do it. And I'm going like, well, okay, but it's her IRA money that's paying for this. So I said, sweetheart, you go right ahead. So, okie doke. So we've already got some estimates. One is cutting the concrete and putting the conduit down. That's right around $2,000. And then we have one to do a triplex wiring coming from the gutters on top of the house, wiring over to the shed. So that's right around $800. So I had somebody come out Monday to give us an estimate. I still haven't got a reply from him yet. And then we have another person coming today for an estimate. But we need to get this done as soon as possible, because colder weather. I don't know what part of the country that you're in, or what country that you're seeing this video in, but I think fall has fell here in Tennessee, Middle Tennessee area. So we need to get this done before the bad weather and winter sets in. So after this next estimate, then we'll decide on who to go with and get that started and gone. Get out of this guy's way. So now the next thing is my daughter and son-in-law have taken a vacation to Disney World for their anniversary. It's their 9th anniversary this past Wednesday, October 17th. And my daughter has a very, very close friend that lives in Orlando, and so they're down there with them. And Julia, my granddaughter, she is staying with Kevin's mom and dad. And this, let's see, we pick her up today at daycare at 4:30, and so she's going to spend Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday with us. So I'll have Little Miss for this weekend. That'll be fun. to have her for the weekend. Love her to death. She may not love Pappy as much by the end of this little stay, but just because that I don't let her get away with stuff that her mom and dad does. And there's Mr. Bolick right there. That's for another topic here in a minute. And that red Volkswagen Bug. Anyway, so we're going to have her this weekend. And that'll be fun. I'll enjoy that. So, let me digress here. So after this guy comes with the estimate at 11 o'clock, after I get through with my going to a buddy of mine's house now till about 10:30, then heading home waiting for this guy for an estimate. So after he does the estimate, I have to hook up the truck and the trailer, and then I'm going to head out to a junkyard in Laverne where Mr. Bolick, the guy that was just in the Volkswagen, is going to find a rear end for his you said rear end, going to find a rear end for his dad's car that he left him. It was a 49 Plymouth DeSoto or Custom or something, I forgot now what it was, and he's going to put another rear end in that. So I need to because he doesn't have a truck or trailer, so I told him that I'd hook up the trailer and meet him down at the junkyard. He should have the rear end already out of it and ready to sit on the trailer, and then we'll strap it down and then head to his house, drop it off, then I'll head back home in time to go get a Little Miss at 4:30. So that's pretty much it. And and another thing, I want to thank everyone that was gracious enough to contribute to my good friend and biker brother Harley Trek's GoFundMe page. Thank you very much, and I really do appreciate that. So I just wanted to take a few seconds there to thank everyone again for contributing. And if this is the first time you've heard about it, and if you still want to contribute, I'll put the link in the description of his GoFundMe page if you would like to contribute to the man. And if you can't, just send him positive thoughts and prayers for his bad situation. If you want to find out what's going on, you can go to his GoFundMe page, or I can put a link to the past video that I posted on this subject. But I do appreciate it, and I know that Harley Trek, Mark, I know that he does too. Well, I think I've rambled on enough for today, so I'm going to cut it off here, and we will catch you guys and gals later. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, ride safe. This is a Smyrna Cowboy here on the outskirts of Smyrna, Tennessee, wishing you and yours a good day. And until next time, adios.